Hello, friends. How are you? How's things? How's life? Hope it's well. Everything here is good. Quick little project last night. It's not done, obviously. It's just a piece of cherry wood. Uh, the finish is not dry on yet. It's just some wipe on poly. I need to make a new guitar hanger. I'm running out of space on my walls, and I need to hang some more stuff. I have a friend coming over tonight, which is the first time this year I've had a friend come over. I've played 0 board games this year. Not a single anything at all the entire year. I've played some video games. I've read some books. I've played a lot of bass. And I'm wondering if bass is filling that hole, and maybe it is. But board games are just a part of me. And I've actually had a lot of thoughts recently about them because I have significant space in my house is currently being taken by board games. I have a nice little corner shelving unit in my dining room that's full of games, and then I have 2 shelving units down here that are full of games. And that's post-purge. There was a point in my life when I had like a wraparound shelving system in this basement that was just stockpiled with games. Lots of games. And I called that. I called that down right as March 2020 hit. So I look at those things and I think, man, do these things still make me happy? I think they do, and I'd like to believe that someday I'll play them all again. But the chances of that are probably pretty slim, honestly. And I'm thinking maybe there should be another call. Like, there's a ton of games that I love that I just, I hold on to for the dream that one day somebody will come over and want to play that, or someday somebody's going to come over and want to play that. But the fact of the matter is, I think if I had like 5 games to choose from, I'd be perfectly happy just playing those 5 games. Like, we wouldn't be wanting for decisions or like, oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Or this game was so good, I remember playing this game. I don't know that I need to keep those games anymore. And I'm seriously considering paring down again. Like a serious pare down. Probably unloading like 100 games or something, or at least 50. Which feels weird to me. It feels weird that something that's been such a huge part of my life for 30 years or 40 years or something, 30 years for sure, just doesn't hold a big part in my life anymore. I mean, obviously I still work for Portal Games and I still go to conventions and I absolutely love gaming, but I don't have a regular group. All of my friends disappeared or dispersed. Didn't disappear. They dispersed throughout the world. The library group that I was going to, I think it's still a thing. I'm honestly not 100% sure, but it got to a place that I just wasn't able to get there, and it's still kind of that way. Like, it's just leaving. It's just I just don't. It's a very that there's a part of going to a unorganized group. I call that an unorganized group, but it's a very organized group. Like, there's posts and everything. But when you get there determines on whether you're going to play a game that you enjoy or not, or whether there's even a game available for you to play, or you might have to sit around for a couple of hours. It's much simpler when there's like these 3 people are the group, and anywhere from 2 to 4 of us get together, or these 3 other people, meaning 4. These two to 4 of us get together, on a regular basis and play games. And maybe I need to go back to that. I think I would like to go back to that. I would like to have a regular gaming group in my house. Maybe, I don't know. At this point, right now, I don't have time for it. Right, between bass and work, between work being the main thing, bass, and then softball season. I just don't have time for it. There's just no room. But to have a friend over semi regularly, I should probably do that part, and I've not been great at that. In fact, last year, I think maybe my friend Jeff came over like 5 times in the whole year or something. Yeah, I would think we could do probably better than that. And I intend to do better than that this year, but we shall see. Right now, I want to work on the songs that I've been working on, like, so that next week when I go to practice, I know what I'm doing. I can play some more and be more confident. And yeah, weird phase. I don't necessarily feel bad about it, or I'm not necessarily upset about it. I think we talked about this last year, or maybe even 2 years ago, that board gaming was becoming like a less important part of my life. I don't think that's necessarily true. It's just I haven't made time for it, and I need to make time for it because it is an important part of my life, and it is something that I very much enjoy. And maybe someday I'll go back and finish some of my game designs. I really want to finish that train game, but I just don't have the headspace for it right now. So, just thinking out loud, ebb and flow, right? Like, I think it's okay to have an ebb and flow to things that you enjoy. When I told my mother that I was playing bass now for a jazz group, her response was not like, good for you. Her response was, oh, another thing you won't have time for. Which, whatever, like, that's kind of who she is. But it's not wrong. Like, I do have a lot of things that I like to do. And I can only really give one or two of them focus at any time because I have a job and a family, and I cook and I clean and I have a house to take care of and shopping to do. Like there's only so much time in my life for things that I enjoy doing. The nice thing about playing bass, for the most part, is I can just do it whenever by myself. I'm not reliant on scheduling. The learning part, the playing part. Obviously, if I'm going to play as a part of a group, I have to go be a part of that group. I can't do that on my own. I mean, I guess I could, but bass by itself. So I have to make time for board games. I just have to figure out what that time is and how much time I have to give to it and what it is that I want to gain from it. Because I think as I've aged, I've lost some of that competitive spirit that I used to have, and I more play now for the enjoyment of like social interaction and spending time with my friends and just enjoying a kind of friendly, competition that isn't overly stressful. And the games that I really enjoy playing are pretty overly stressful games. Like, they're big, heavy, intense things, and when I lose, I feel really dumb. And I lose most of the time because I just don't have the competitive edge I once had. So maybe it's a matter of finding more casual, friendly games or something. I'm not sure yet. I haven't pieced all that together in my head, but I'm trying. So I'm going to play games tonight. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to finish this guitar hanger and see how that goes so that I can get my basses all hung up and ready to go whenever I need to go practice. Yeah. What do you got going on? Anything exciting? We had softball last night. First game of the season. We beat one of our rivals 10-2, which was a very unexpected result. They have traditionally been a very, very good team. So proud of those girls. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have comments or thoughts about like the ebb and flow of your interests and hobbies, please put those down below. Or board games in general. Or maybe there's some games that I should check out that I haven't, that might be something new that will reinvigorate me. Put that in the comments also. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you haven't thumbed the video, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, that's simple. See you tomorrow. Today's 1,000 plus little things happy, successful people do differently. We are learning that I've said this, I need a new bookmark. That's what we're learning. I'll find something. 12 tough truths that help you grow. Number 2, often it's not until you are lost that you can begin to find your true self. Making a big life change is pretty scary, but you know what's even scarier? Regret. Vision without action is a daydream, and action without vision is a nightmare. Your heart is free. Have the courage to follow it. Vision without action is a daydream, and action without vision is a nightmare. I like that. I think it's true. I think that I tend to follow my heart, and sometimes it tells me that I need to let something go in pursuit of something else.